Power to the HBO Max. Alright? So, I was lucky enough to borrow HBO Max from my friend. Thank you, Sarah and Charles. That was a lot of help. So, I was lucky enough to borrow HBO Max from a friend. Thank you, Sarah and Charles. That was a lot of help. Also, HBO Max is not great at when you're browsing it or like searching for things. It's not like Netflix when you like type in something, you get a bunch of results. When I typed in like Godzilla, because I borrowed the HBO Max a week earlier before Wonder Woman, and I was browsing Godzilla stuff. I typed in Godzilla, got a few movies, and when I clicked on one of the movies, I saw like a bunch more. And I'm like, what's up with this? It's not like Netflix. When you type in a certain word or a show, whatever, you're gonna get a bunch of results, like spin-offs or what other shows that were kind of related to it in a way. But yeah, I think HBO Max is still in the beta testing situations, whatever stages. Yeah, stages. But not a good searching engine. You need to type in something, have all the results. Instead of when you click on something, it shows like instead of like showing other results to it. It not that good. Speaking for the 80s, I'm just like an 80s dad. Got the sweater vest and everything. I don't have a vest on. I can be like, did you eat those frogs, Goru? Saying the name wrong. I'm gonna say the name wrong for an entire year. Also, the HBO Max version of this was shown, like, the beginning of it was shown the IMAX scale, the aspect ratio, and then, like, the rest of it was just, like, showing, like, regular, normal scale. But then the rest of the movie was not shown like that. The HBO Max had Adobe on it, but it never said, like, IMAX settings or whatever, something like that. I really want to see this movie in IMAX, but due to what's going on, we couldn't go see it. Some certain theaters can show it. They had much more cleaner, but Chicago is not doing that great. So no movies. Pretend you go to the movies. You can like set your room very dark, like what I did, and just have it like just show the movie. No one else around you. Just like step away, feet on the ground. But I actually just kept on like moving uh, my feet up to here because I'm still at my home. So yeah, I just noticed in my room there's a spider web. There's no spider. There's cobwebs. I don't know. I look at clean this room. I also forgot to watch 1984's the movie. I read the book from high school. I don't remember a lot. I wanted to watch it because I wanted to see if 1984 references. I don't think so. I don't remember that much about 1984 when I read it in high school. I do remember the room for like that big TV in the book, or was it a screen? But anyways, let's get to the review now. So I thought Wonder Woman 1984 was pretty great. I thought Patty Jenkins outdid herself with the action, but I do have a critical side to everything. I did have a critical side to myself when I'm watching the movie. I did have like questions, but I just shook them off and like I had to fight with myself. It's like this movie is good, and my other side was like, "Are you sure?" As I was going through the movie, but also as I going through the movie, I thought this was like a cheesy '80s movie, so that's how I took it as a cheesy '80s movie, and I liked it for being like that. And I know the message of the movie, like the truth shows all, whatever, happened during that blue light scene. So the movie starts off in Namaskara again, and we saw like this Olympics for whatever. I guess whatever. It was a fun scene. It's a fun scene. I love it. I guess it was to show that admitting the truth, something like that, probably. And then we jump forward to the 80s. We first see like small like crimes, whatever, and like leads up to like a bigger crime. We also see that Diana is like being secretive because technically we never see other heroes yet. Like Superman is supposed to be the first one in that world. I guess when I was thinking about it, I guess that was the problem people had because she kept on like being a secret or whatever. I guess Diana doesn't really need the fame, whatever. Now, Lasso can do a lot of things actually, besides making people tell the truth. Yeah, like the opening was that opening was great actually. So Diana works at a museum, right? And also there's like one of the co-workers there is Barbara, this nerdy character. I guess people compare it to like Jim Carrey's Riddler and is it Batman Forever, not Batman Returns. I was thinking Forever Returns. I do not remember at all. People were comparing it to that. I could see that why, but as I went along in the movie, it kind of reminded me of that girl that was obsessed with Lana Lane in Smallville. I forgot the name of that episode. I text my friend Martin about that. Like she kind of like how Barbara in this movie reminded me of that character in Smallville, and he texted me back about like that episode did not age well. That episode is from the early 2000s, and it probably did not age well at all. Like many other things in the world. But it's a time capsule, so yeah, it's going to be like that. Yeah, so I took it as that character because like she got as we went along, she got to know Diana, and like she got more obsessed with Diana, and that part reminded me of that one girl. At least also Diana can't get over Steve Trevor dying. Yeah, it's been 70 years, 75 years probably, or yeah, whatever. Yeah, but you couldn't get over it. Oh yeah, and we also do see like Diana like in other periods of time, like she rescued people from the Holocaust. Now I'm curious about this world. Does the Holocaust exist? Because she could like rampage through entire Nazis. Who knows? Let's move on to Maxwell Lord. He's like a sleazy businessman. He's not like the immortal guy from I saw from like the Justice League cartoons. Because that's what I'm familiar with. I'm pretty sure he's also like immortal in the comics too. Pretty sure that because like those cartoons are are like very influenced from the comics as well. So I'm more of the cartoons, TV show kind of person, but I can understand like they probably pulled this from a comic at one point or a storyline or whatever. So like he's like a sleazy businessman that's like divorced and has like his kid that he loves. He's also on the TV. He had no employees at the beginning. And he's also been looking for that magic crystal. I'm just curious about how he has all that stuff already before he has money. I guess he had investors, I think, and then the investors were like don't want to be with him anymore or don't want to work with him anymore because he's not doing a good job at what he's trying to do. What is he trying to do? It's the business. It's the Ninja Report. What does he do actually? What is it he's trying to do? Make dreams come true, whatever. Besides the wishing when he becomes like the all powerful genie god, whatever he becomes now. Like what did he do? I forgot what he did. I forgot. I'm like shocked. It got overshadowed. The wishing thing overshadowed what it was initially what are you supposed to do? Whatever. I don't know. What? Like I need a minute. So I'm from the robbers. I was like, cause he's trying to steal something from the place, and it was like that magic stone. I was also wondering if those robbers were linked to Maxwell Lord, and it never came into play. Am I really liking this movie, or like I'm thinking I'm criticizing this now? Like never explains the robbers, right? Right? Why else would he try to steal that magic rock, or the wishing rock? There's never a scene where he gets like angry with the people or something like that. Did he hire them? I don't remember that. I think he did, but it never mentions it. Unless I'm missing something. Huh. I don't know. I don't know. Well, anyways. Well, like when they're like looking at the magic rock, whatever. Well, Barbara goes like, it's nothing. Like, it's not even worth anything. But, like Diana can actually read the hieroglyphics on it. I don't remember the guy that wished for the coffee. Did he touch it? Or just came to him. And the thing about the magic rock, it's like equivalent exchange. What's most important to you? When Diana touched the rock, it was her powers. Barbara touched the rock, it was her kindness. That was it was. And as I was going through it, I thought like when Barbara says like she wants to be more like Diana, and like the magic rock knows what Diana is kind of. I thought like she was stealing her powers, but no, it was not. I kind of like that twist. Kind of predictable. So yeah, when like at the party, the magic rock is kicking like more and more and more. Also, Diana doesn't like going to parties. I don't like going to parties either. So Relatable. But anyways, wait, I have an issue because after when Diana like wished herself, she got like more fashionable. Like if you just stop dressing like a weirdo, probably you could probably like look more appropriate fashion wise, whatever. And she's like in her office she takes off that skirt and like fixes it to make it more like sexy, whatever. So she like, makes it into like a onesie. If she just dresses appropriate, she can be more approachable, I guess, if that's what she wants, or less quirky, whatever she wants to like. I don't know fashion, so I know that I took this as a cheesy movie. It's a cheesy trope. It really is a cheesy. That is a really cheesy trope. At least you don't say, let's see. like, like the "Kiss Me" song. That's a '90s song, so it wouldn't fit. That'd be hilarious. Like She's All That. So ask my mom what's kind of cheesy 80s songs for that kind of situation. She would probably wouldn't know what I'm talking about. She'd say, what are you talking about? Yeah, yeah. So at the party, Barbara is looking more approachable to people, and like Diana starts seeing Steve again. Steve is just like in this guy's body, like in like a model's body, whatever. I thought he was just like poof appear, but like he just takes someone else's body. His friends are probably worried about him. Like, where are you, man? Being possessed by a dead guy. Oh, that walk they had was very nice, like by the Washington Monument. I think he talks about remembering like a bright light, whatever, something like that, probably. Also, it's like Steve, like yeah, like sees his own face. He sees the guy that he possesses face. Well, meanwhile, when that's happening, so like I jumped ahead. I forgot about Maxwell. He went to the museum earlier, like heard about like the robbery, or whatever, something like that. He was looking for the stone again. I think he did work for them. I think those robbers did work for him. That's why he went to the museum. Everything is clearing up now for me. Okay, he did see it in the stone in Barbara's office, so that's why he's there in the present right now at the party. Like he fakes fools around with Barbara, and like Barbara says you can take the stone, like when they're fooling around. I thought he stole the stone or something like that, because later Barbara says I gave him the stone, but she didn't give him the stone. Unless I'm missing something, because when that fooling around part, did she say take the stone, or you can borrow the stone, or look at the stone? I don't remember. So now Maxwell Lord has the stone, and he becomes the stone, or the stone goes into him. That's what happens. Basically, he wished for more wishes, and like he can override. He can even make more wishes with if because like when people make a wish, they can only wish for one time, but he can make more. So, anyways, Barbara is becoming more like Diana. Well, she didn't know that Diana has superpowers, but I think she went like wanted to be noticed like Diana. I think she wished she was more beautiful like Diana. That's what she was going for, but she ended up becoming a goddess like Diana instead. Meanwhile, also Maxwell is like he went back to his one of his investors, and like he has like the power of like the wishing whatever now, and he goes like to one of his investors and touches his like face because now he can like that's how we can actually do it. If you're touching it, you make the wish. What I took from the investors, not like literally, more like mentally. When he said like I wish the best for you or something like that, he said. I took that as a metaphoric, not like literally. I guess you can mean literally, unless he was. Unless he was like speaking metaphorically and not actually like he does. It's in investors, so he wants like his like money back, whatever. Or I guess he did wish for it. Okay, that was one of the problems I had. So now going back to Diana and Steve, they want to figure out why is Steve alive and what's going on. Where's the stone? It could be much more important than like Barbara thinks. And then Barbara says like, "I gave it to Max." That's the part where I was like questioning, like what? Oh yeah. Also Max, when he like goes to his office and like his phone is ringing, and he goes to one of his employees It's like, do you wish for more employees? Yes! And like, he keeps on coming and more employees when he touches another employee. That keeps on coming, coming, coming. That's like, that was funny. It worked, but it's also funny to me. So, but then also Max ends up going to like the Middle East, and like, Barbara and Steve need to catch up, so they go and like steal a plane from like Air Force, and she makes the plane invisible with like weird air powers, whatever she has. I thought it would be the physical invisible plane, whatever. But no, it's just like I've been learning how Zeus made Nemosyria invisible from the outside world. She just does it. And also, this movie was supposed to be released like around July, I think July or before, like yeah, June. I was saying January, like January. No, there's like three J's for the months: January, June, July. It was supposed to release around July, or at least late July, because it had the 4th of July, June, at least late June. It was supposed to release late June, I think, or early June. What does it matter? It actually would make more sense if release around July because it had the 4th of July there. That's why I kept on saying July because I kept on thinking about the 4th of July fireworks that they showed. It was a nice little moment. I liked it. I just changed my battery. So where was I? So they go. So now they're in the Middle East. Okay. So like Maxwell, like just like talking to the persons, like to that one guy, that Middle Eastern guy said like, I wish my country was like its old days, whatever. And like the giant walls come, took all the water, whatever. Because like also Maxwell on his oil, the guy says he sold all his oil, and since he doesn't have anything to exchange, he'll take the next precious thing to him, which is guards, and he'll have no one to protect him from like the other people that like probably gonna be mad. They somehow like change it to the old times, whatever. It'll be rough. So now we're getting to that car chase on the highway or desert way, whatever. Indiana Jones esque in a way. 80s movie as well. So this is where we see Diana losing more and more of her powers. I just find it fascinating. Like she just takes off her like clothes and she has the Wonder Woman outfit on under her clothes. Very superhero esque type thing. Like Christopher Reeve. It's a fun thing that happened. Also, like throughout the movie, Steve only fights like one person, and like Diana just takes out like a bunch of people. I find that funny. Reminds me of that one scene in Iron Man 2 where Happy is fighting that one guy, and then like Black Widow just fights a bunch of guys. And that was hilarious with those characters, and now it's hilarious with Wonder Woman and Steve. Yeah, so she does get injured in this. I was also wondering if like she's actually bulletproof because the Amazons were not bulletproof. Like, oh, she's different. She's like made from like two gods. Oh wait, I just remembered. Like, how did Steve like learn how to fly? I guess it could be similar. I don't know. It's like the planes are from those planes are from the 1900s. This plane is from the 80s. I mean, I guess you can make guesses or whatever. Anyways, yeah, that highway fight scene was great. Yeah, that highway fight scene was great. Loved it. Well, Wonder Woman does get injured. Meanwhile, Barbara is losing her kindness. She attacks someone who assaulted her earlier, and she like just did it like very like brutally. Like she is losing her kindness, which was like the most important thing to her. I would think it would be her intelligence because she is a very smart person. Well, when Maxwell made the wish for that one person, it is causing trouble in the Middle East. It's gonna cause more trouble later on. They go back to America and they also ask Barbara to do more research about like who had the stone or who knows about the stone. And she did find someone to like that knows about it from like the Mayans or whatever. And you learn about the stone, like how it just you wish for something you want, desire, whatever, and then you exchange it for something that's most important to you. I just explained it earlier. I'm gonna explain it again. If you don't remember, Diana lost Steve and she wants Steve back, but her powers are most important to her, and she loses her powers each day, or hour, as Steve is still there. I think that's how it goes. And then Barbara is losing her kindness, and she gains more powers like Diana, and like more beautiful like Diana. I would think it would be her intelligence because she's very smart, as I said earlier. Like what's like Maxwell's wish? Is it his son? Because he wished for something. He wished to be the stone, right? There should be exchange in that. Some exchange. Is it his love for his son? But anyways, Maxwell's business is booming, and his son is like getting more detached from him, or like not like liking him more. I think that's what it is. Like, is he losing his love for his son, or not paying attention to his son? Whatever. Something's happening with him. Something had to be exchanged. I think it's his love for his son, or his yeah, because that's what's most important to him. His son did kind of make a wish. He wished for the best for him, and like Maxwell is like bleeding out of his ear, bleeding out of his nose. It's like has a toll on his body. He can't take it. So like as Maxwell makes more wishes, he keeps on going to like another person to each get like bigger and bigger stuff until he finds a way to the president to get his codes for like nuclear missiles, or he is the president now, something like that. Well, Steve and Diana follow him to the White House, and also Barbara follows him to the White House, and then Diana and Barbara get into a fight. And then Maxwell's like, "Leave her alone. She's with me, or whatever." Whatever he did. As I said earlier, I think Patty Jenkins outdid herself with the action. I did like all the fights between Diana and Barbara, so they were really entertaining. And that lasso, like she's like, really cool. It was cool. Yeah. I wish that was like an Injustice League instead of like sword fight. I like swords, but like the lasso stuff was like really rad. It was fun. It was entertainment, my good sir. Old Diana does lose a fight, and then Barbara and Maxwell escape on a plane, and like he talks about like he can make more wishes now, like, and then she wishes like, and then she wishes like to be like an apex predator or whatever. They escape to like, or go to like a room where like it could be broadcast to the entire world. Because oh wait, the reason why he goes to that place because of the president, because he sees this in the White House. The president is like talking about satellites and how they're gonna broadcast stuff more like with cable, with satellite television. Yeah, that's why Maxwell is going to that place to like broadcast more over the world. Wouldn't that be over America? Wouldn't that only be in America? Why is it like to the world? It's the U.S. president. The U.S. president can't talk to the world. Oh my god. Oh my god. Each time I talk about the movie, I have a dissatisfying for it. But it's a dumb 80s cheesy movie. Why am I criticizing it like it now? It's supposed to be a homage to something stupid that happened in the 80s. Like there's a bunch of stupid things. I'm spitting on my table. I'm breaking it apart piece by piece. Oh my god. See, this is what I'm talking about. My critical side is like doing this. But anyways, like Steve. But okay, so well, going back to Steve and Diana, or Diana, Steve, whatever. Diana won't let Steve go, but Steve is like, "You have to let me go. I'm not alive. I died millions of years ago, whatever, 70 years ago. Like, you have to move on. You have to denounce your wish. Go, be free without me." And like she starts running and like denounces her wish, and she gets all her powers back. And like when she goes through the air in this movie, is Diana flying or is she falling with style? I mean, she does. Like, I think she's falling with style because she did like lasso a thunderbolt or whatever in the air, and like swing on it like Spider-Man. Oh yeah, and then this armor that was mentioned earlier. That was like from a warrior goddess that helped the Amazons escape humanity. I thought the Amazons were just there. Oh well. Yeah. She gets the armor. Goes to that like I want to say it's the place where like Doctor Strangelove, but it's not. Is it the war room? Whatever. It looked like the war room. I think the war room exists in reality in our world. It's not just a fictional thing like the government makes up. I think it is a war room, and the president like announces things there. You can't fight it here. This is a war room. So yeah, Diana goes to that waterfall place, whatever. Uh, and then Barbara's there as Cheetah now. Cats 2019. Haha. Actually, this movie was supposed to come out in 2019. So now they fight and they're pretty even now. So now and Diana has her power back. So yeah, they are pretty even. Kind of wish where she got that other story from Batman versus Superman. I wonder if that's another story. Diana actually electrocutes Cheetah. Like, how did that happen? Like, she didn't get electrocuted, but like, how did she get electrocuted? And also, like, Maxwell's taking people's like organs or whatever, or something like that, to like fix him. Like his body like melting from all the wishes or whatever. Diana goes to the war room, sees Max, and like, I think he's also superpowered too now. I think so. Maybe not. Oh, and also I forgot to mention the lasso truth. It can also show the truth, and it shows. That's when Diana shows uh, Steve the memory of the Golden Warrior, whatever, and like she secretly wraps the lasso truth on to Maxwell and shows him the truth, which is with all these wishes that he's making is making the whole world miserable. And that was the truth. And the truth is also for another thing is his son is scared and is lonely and doesn't have his father or mother. Where's his mother at? Well, she's like with her boyfriend, whatever. Yeah, I understand that. I thought it was fine. Like the truth, yeah, the truth is what matters. The truth is like you can't have everything in the world unless you work hard at it, and that's the truth. He cheated at life, and that's false. That's you can't cheat at life. You have to work hard at life. He's just making shortcuts for himself. That's it. You can't do that. So then, like Maxwell denounces all his wishes that he made, and then goes to the fields or whatever. Goes outside, tries to find his son, and he sees his son, and then they are happy together. So yeah, I forgot to mention like Diana like pulls before all that, Diana pulls Cheetah out and she like denounces her wish. Everybody starts denouncing their wishes. Denounce my wish. So like, yeah, so it ends like in Christmas. I wonder if that was a reshoot that ending with the Christmas because it was released on December, so makes sense. I don't know, maybe not. Also, the end credits is Linda Carter as that warrior, like the Golden Warrior, whatever. That was a little nice nod to the original Wonder Woman. Make her like that Golden Warrior, whatever it was. Also, I forgot to mention, I want to make this like an actual experience. Popcorn, got myself some soda. I didn't have any of the exclusive stuff because I really wanted to get exclusive stuff. There are on eBay, but I don't want to like get them because like still germs, you know. I wanted to get them at like Regal, and all these movie theater chains are like having bankrupt problems or whatever. Like Chapter 11, is there going to be AMC next year when like all this stuff is over? Is there going to be a Regal? I don't know. Really wanted to make this like an actual theater experience for my home theater. I do have a giant TV, so yeah. So like, final thoughts, conclusions, whatever. You know, I was going to give it a higher rating, but as I talked about it more, my issues got more and more bigger. I really wanted to give this a 9 out of 10. Now it's more like a 8.5 out of 10. I know it's not that big of a difference, but it's the final thoughts now. Like, I still think it's great. I just have a lot of problems with it. Mainly with the plot. I wish the plot was a little more better, but I understand the message of the plot, or the ending, or whatever. The truth what matters. It was a cheesy movie, but like, I guess it could have been better. Like, I'm glad I'm glad there's a sequel to it. I'm just, it's not like The Rise of Skywalker or something like that. It's just like it's okay, and it's still good in a way. So, what did you think of Wonder Woman 1984? Was it power to the max that you thought it was, or do you think it was just fine, lower than max? So please leave a comment down below. Comment if you like, subscribe, whatever. Do all that stuff. See you later, moviegoers.